In 3, 2, 1, streaming. Actually, I started streaming before the countdown. I just wanted to do something different.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, that was a pretty clever way. Actually, no, it wasn't. Look at these. They see like George Carlin and a bunch of 2s and 14s on the screen.
That's what we do.
Yeah, a little peek behind the curtain here.
That's what we do. We test rolls before we start.
I know, us rolling dice is quite amazing.
Yeah.
Yes, it is it's truly a look at the inside of our.
You threw all those in the general chat.
Oh!
What have we done?
Put it in the general chat. Tyler.
Wow! Please,
You are a disappointment.
Okay, let's try this again.
All right.
We're so professional.
Yeah. That's what draws people in. It's the rough around the edges unprofessionalism that.
Oh yes, rough around the edges, meaning absolutely incompetent.
It's like, wow, these guys are. I completely relate to these people.
Yeah.
Okay, that should be good.
All right. All right.
Hey, mommy, I'm on the internet.
All right. So, well, there's people saying hi and hoy and guess I'll die. So let's recap the last episode. Let's recap the last episode. So on our last episode, after a lengthy discussion in their hotel room and a monologue in the shrine, our heroes played some games, some of which were successful. And those who were successful were, of course, Raffa in the kimono contest, beating Lopani with big air quotes, more like a just disqualification. And the Dark Heroes won the mochi pounding contest. And unfortunately, Phantom and Henry were pretty much runners up. They tried their best. They get a gold star. All in an attempt to get into the Naginata Palace, where they will see King Harukata and have a wonderful dinner with them, and are able to make a request upon placing first in these games.
Wouldn't it be Emperor Harukata?
King Emperor. Yeah. Okay, so first, you are all rewarded. So, first the runner-up prizes to Phantom and Henry. You just get 50 gold each.
Well, great. That's amazing.
Oh, you're still under the disguise of Aurora, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is an Alolan Vulpix. And to our grand prize winners, which are the Dark Heroes, consisting of Rodney and Lucius, and the Raffa and the Kimono contest, you get 100 gold.
Ooh.
Raffa, you get a very pink and posh belt. Well, Rodney and Lucius get a blue belt. And I trust you know what those do? Or yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And in your peripheral vision during the award ceremony, you could see in the you don't really they probably announced them. So in the sumo contest, it is Makuhita. In the instrumental performance competition, it is that Cleffa with the xylophone.
No!
Still playing
That
this.
clever with the xylophone beat me!
It's playing like chopsticks right now.
It's always the simplistic one.
In the hot sauce winning contest, there is a spinda, and as you saw last part, the raffle winner was a Starmie that was very excited. And also to the grand prize winners, you are all awarded a golden ticket to come to the palace.
The King's Chocolate Factory.
I
Yeah.
was thinking it.
Emperor Harukana's chocolate factory and his...
You are to come to the palace at around nightfall tomorrow.
No.
Nightfall.
My power.
What power? What kind of...
Rappa's still technically under our ceremony, so...
the coming of age!
And that is all. Everyone gives you a hearty cheer. Maybe you take a little bow or something to showboat. You see the Spinda holding a bottle that says hot sauce on it, but it looks very strange. It looks like there's like a chili pepper on it, but it looks like it was made in crayon, or it just doesn't look right on this bottle. But yeah, you're free to go after this. Maybe meet up.
Yeah, I think we should all meet up in our in the inn.
All right. Well, it isn't hard to find each other on this kind of this stage, because you pretty much won the grand prize, right? So your friends could probably see you, and you could probably hone on them.
Oh yeah. not
But
that
you can go to
hard.
the inn.
That clever beat me!
And so once we're back in the hotel room,
I told you the fairies have been conspiring against me!
Not this again.
Phantom's going to drop his disguise.
Oh,
No.
you're back in the hotel room?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
I assume that
Yeah. Or Henry goes apeshit over the cliff.
That clever!
Just bottling it all in until he got back.
I guess that's that.
yeah, it looks.
That damn clever burned my pride!
I'm
Are
kind
you
of
okay?
Oh, am I okay? No! I'm not okay!
You could still hear the chopsticks in your head.
In any case, yeah. Well, at least some of us did win. So
And we're all able to go into the diner at tomorrow night.
yeah, first part of the plan went decently well, I guess.
Now, do we know what we're gonna say to them?
Phantom, you've been scouting out a bit longer than us. Do you know anything about how the Emperor would react if we asked to go in the gardens?
You wouldn't know that.
Afraid I can't tell you. No clue.
Figures.
You hear clapping from the corner of your room. Bravo! Bravo!
Hello, Botan.
Oh, hi.
Botan.
You guys actually did it.
Yeah,
Settle
took a
down.
bit of doing, but Yeah, we, three of us won.
It was
But we're not exactly out of the woods yet. We still gotta convince the Emperor to do this stuff.
yeah. But it was quite a pleasure seeing you put on those, feminine wiles, Phantom.
Yeah, rub it in.
In any case, it's a good job.
So you're good with information, right?
Yes, that's what I'm here for. I hear you're in quite the conundrum on what to ask for. Well,
Yeah.
there's one thing you shouldn't mention while you're in that palace, and that's that I sent you.
Well, yeah, I figured that much out pretty quickly.
But it's imperative.
Obviously.
Well, just because you have doesn't mean he has or she has. Pointing at Rodney or Roland and Raffa.
Yes.
And I have another gift for all of you. She kind of reaches for a few pouches and gives each of you one of them. Just the main party members anyway. And they appear to be these like little satchels of like kind of grounded crystals. When you get
These are...
in the
these are the
secret garden,
Uh,
I want you to
yeah.
spread these all over it. Every room, pretty much. More the better, and don't do anything stupid with them, too, because these weren't easy to get.
Do we put them in the corner, in the middle of the room, on a wall, or does it really matter?
It doesn't really matter, just get a few of them in there. Just sprinkle them about.
The more in every room, the better, to make
Yeah.
a more complete image of what the past was.
Exactly.
Okay.
Isn't the crystals being discovered potentially a problem?
I
Well,
don't think it's gonna be a problem.
well, they're so small. They shouldn't... They'd need to be really looking for them. And I doubt they'll be that suspicious about you guys going in there. Okay, maybe they will be. But that's up to you to figure out.
So you've got no surefire bullet thing for us to say to get in then?
As I said before, they aren't the biggest fans of me. So it's really hard to work my magic and what goes on in that palace.
We'll need to figure out a way to convince them. Not the obvious reason, of course, but a reason nonetheless.
I mean, the obvious reason is archaeological.
Well, I assume the gardens are something a lot of people want to see. You could just say you want to know what's in there, or want to see the beautiful garden, or something like that.
Cultural research documentation.
But I'm here for another reason too, and it's him. The screaming Cleffa guy.
Oh.
Me?
Yes. Just to show that I can talk the talk and walk the walk, I'll tell you information about the individual that you say is trying to kill you.
Yes.
Well, from what I gathered, and it isn't much, but it should be enough to satisfy you. It seems that there are actually 2 Pokemon after you.
There are 2 Pokemon after me.
That's correct. They seemingly popped out of nowhere, which concerns me. Pokemon usually leave a trail of breadcrumbs to get to their source and find out about them, but I couldn't find anything about these 2.
Oh.
Really?
As of 2 weeks ago, they've been going around the grass continent inquiring about the location of you in local cafes and other public areas.
Oh my.
Well, maybe it's a good thing you didn't win then.
Yes. Then I would make headlines.
Yeah, no, we don't want that kind of headline.
Ugh.
But there is more. Both of them seem to be wearing cloaks to conceal their identities. But, through some subtle clues, I was able to determine what types of Pokemon they are.
Oh.
You see, some of the ice types they talked to about you said they felt significantly warmer. So that leads me to believe one of them's a fire-type Pokemon.
Oh, that's something.
Well, some of the psychic-type Pokemon they inquired detected strong psychokinetic energy emanating from them. So that means one of them is a psychic type.
Oh my gosh, I know where this is going.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
One of them is male, the other is female, and they
Oh
both
no.
and they both seem to be bipedal.
Oh no.
Celebi and Victini.
It's the fairies. They're conspiring over me. I knew it. I knew it. But to be completely serious about this, that sounds like my two old childhood friends, Sora and Farron.
Well, there's more. Another one of my contacts heard them talking in an alleyway. He caught the last few sentences of their conversation. And the female one said, "He's the last one. Once we get rid of him, it will all be over." Needless to say, Henry, I have reason to believe you are him.
Oh, the lost one. The lost one.
The last one.
The lost one. I do not understand how.
L-A-S-T.
Yes, I know the lost of. That's what I said. The lost one.
Okay.
The lost one will.
I have to confess, I'm not sharing this because you did a good job. It's because I fear for your safety.
Oh no.
This sounds like an assassination plot, and bloodshed should be avoided.
And the last of them, as if I'm in a group that have already been assassinated. Did they murder my family while I wasn't looking?
You're right, I thought I had friend problems.
Oh no.
Well, they
Farron
might
wanted
not.
to kill my father. What? Why would if Farron were to kill my father, then he'd lose his sensei basically.
Well, other than that, I really have no idea why they're after you. But my only bit of advice is stay close to your friends and stay on well-traveled roads.
Oh, well.
Yeah, I'd also recommend when the rest of us are at the party tomorrow, I'd recommend keeping the doors locked and not going anywhere.
Well, he should be safe as long as he's in Naginata, right?
Yes, our defenses are second to none. I doubt any would-be ne'er-do-wells could get in our gates.
Likely because the country is so isolated.
Exactly. But that's all I have to share with you.
Okay, well, thanks for the info.
I'll be taking my leave now. She walks towards the window very nonchalantly. There's a door right there, and she's not using it.
Phantom just shakes his head.
Don't you use windows over doors too?
Generally, no.
I'm thinking about this. The picture of Sora and Farron were the picture of Sora and Farron with the word revenge scrawled on it multiple times. A fire type and a psychic type. Both are bipedal. One is male and one is female.
Sounds like you really did something to piss off your friends.
Yes, that's what it sounds like to me as well. I don't understand what do they want revenge for?
Sora pipes up and says, well, we know a fire type who wears a cloak, don't we?
Oh, is that what you're saying? Are you saying that that Ordric is one of the people out to kill me? One of the Pokemon out to kill me, sorry.
Well, I said it when we met him. He didn't look trustworthy.
That is true.
But if he wanted to kill us, he could have easily in the dungeon.
He could have killed us. He could have killed us in our sleep. He could have killed me in my sleep. Really, he could have done that.
Unless there's still something he wants from you.
Oh no.
Or he's trying to get us to trust him.
Well,
I mean, I'd say Occam's Razor, but Occam's Razor probably doesn't exist in this world, but the PMD equivalent of Occam's Razor, if he wanted to murder us, he could have done so easily while we were asleep on the first night and he was out on watch.
Well, he has a friend. I don't know. I just get bad feelings when I'm around that guy.
Well, he's certainly been through a lot of things. And I'm sure that he's seen some of the worst.
I don't discount your idea, but at the same time, it feels like if he were that person, then at least Henry would be dead. If not the rest of us. So I'm more inclined, plus under Zone of Truth, he promised us no harm.
Yeah, but he didn't promise his friend would cause harm.
That's a fair point.
yes, it could be that there is something to do. There's something to do with a psychic type ally, maybe some sort of roguish shiny Gardevoir with rather skin-tight clothing. And
Phantom's just
what am I talking
giving
about?
Phantom's just
No
giving
time
Henry
anymore.
this bizarre look.
Henry, I wouldn't go into too wild speculation for now. As of right now, we'll just have to assume that Botan is still out there finding information about it, so suppose for now you'll probably learn the full truth once we're done planting the crystals through the dungeon.
Yes, I'm waiting on the information of Miss Purple Flower Button.
Well, at least there's good news for you, and that's Phantom and Mimikyu are here.
Mimikyu kind of like nods. Kind of like flops like up and down the head.
And just
Does
flops.
Phantom know what Mimikyu is?
No, you probably don't.
I don't think he's rolled on it, and since you've given the rest of us the chance to roll.
Go ahead, give me a nature check. Okay, with that roll, you at least just know he's a fairy and ghost type Pokemon. That's all you really know about him. Maybe you know the name is Mimikyu, but you don't really know anything else about him.
Hmm. Well, in any case, I think our priority for the time being is figuring out what you guys are going to say to the Emperor tomorrow night.
Yeah, I think our best bet tomorrow is to scout out information, see, sort of figure out what the town thinks, see what other people think, maybe see if others have tried asking about the sacred gardens, stuff like that. Just do a basic scout around, see if we can figure out exactly what to say to the guy.
Yeah. You do know this about you do know their names. The Emperor is Harukata. His Empress, his wife, is Lady Nobunaga.
Oh my god!
Nobunaga.
It's just like my favorite J drama, Onna Nobunaga, which is an actual thing.
The eldest deceased son was Akane.
Akane.
Ape, the ones they know as Ape, is Hanabusa. And the youngest is Nagihito. The youngest one is the only heir that is still in the palace.
Yes, long man. I'm sorry. I saw that it was Nagihito. I was just thinking, long man, or fog man, but still.
Are the gardens off limits just because they're considered a sacred site?
Yes, you know the royal family trains there, apparently. That's all you know.
And nobody else.
Nobody else, just the royal family.
Until tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to keep our eyes and our ears peeled on that one. We could try and maybe say it's cultural. We're there for cultural reasons. Maybe we could say that we're there for training ourselves. See if they might be somewhat willing to do with that, because it is a request from the Emperor. So while he does say it's within reason, it still is a request from him. So potentially he might be more willing than just letting some random Joe Schmo in there, but we'll have to see. Also, we'll have to decide how exactly we're going to go about who's going to go in and stuff like that. Because, for example, I don't think we're going to get Phantom in, but we might be able to get Aurora in.
I don't see why I wouldn't be able to get in.
I don't know, is your name Infamous here?
No.
Yeah. Okay, then we might not need to play any deceptions to get you in.
Obviously not. Our only claim to fame was in the grass continent.
I mean, we're still right next to it.
Sora, do you have any interest in going near the Sacred Garden, or would you rather stay at home around that time?
Well, this guy's going to be left alone. I'd probably rather stay with him instead of just leaving him alone, especially with people trying to assassinate him.
Okay, so we'll just plan for only the 5 of us to get in then.
You also need to keep in mind that you have 2 requests from the Emperor since 2 of you won, so you might want to think about what the other person is going to ask for.
3, actually.
Well, two groups of people.
Yeah. I actually don't know whether we individually, Rodney and I, count as one request or whether we count as two.
You were never told that, so you don't really know.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't all of our requests basically the same thing?
Well, yes and no. Like, say, Raffa, you go up and you manage to convince the Emperor, hey, can me and 4 of my friends head into the Sacred Garden for so-and-so reason? Then it's fairly pointless for me and Rodney to request that as well.
He's got a point.
Well,
Whereas, at least we could potentially be a backup in case, like, you fail, and I'm putting you on the spot here only because you have that, charisma belt right now.
yeah.
So you're
Well-
probably the one among us who has the highest chance of convincing him. But anyways, if you fail, then me and Rodney can try, but if not, then it's probably best that either Rodney and I agree on what we're going to request or
Or
decide
you can just
on
do it.
our own requests.
No, I have complete confidence in you about what you're gonna say. I've
Yeah,
been
that-
pounding Mochi so much that I kind of need time to think.
The troll mask might set off a few red flags, though. Nothing. Okay. So, suppose that's what we've got so far. For now, we'll just. I don't know. What time is it in the game right now?
It's probably kind of late afternoon. Say like
Okay.
maybe 5 o'clock.
Okay, so what I think we should spend a bit of this afternoon and most of tomorrow just seeing what we can sort of figure out in terms of like what we should say in order to get in, and then once we've scouted before the actual thing, we'll all meet back in this room, discuss our plan, strategy, and stuff like that, and then tomorrow at nightfall, we'll just head out.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go see when Team Charm planned on meeting with the Chaos Guild. Unless they're already doing it, in which case I'm gonna stay away.
Oh no, not Team Charm.
Yeah, Phantom Team Charm's around, so luckily they're not part of the dinner, so you don't have to worry about them, but yeah, they're around.
Do they have any jurisdiction to do anything about me while I'm here?
Well,
Only if
You-
they find you?
If they recognize you. Yeah, they probably would.
I mean, they haven't arrested me yet, so I say your odds are pretty darn good.
I mean, they haven't arrested you specifically because well, partially they don't care, and partially because you're traveling with the rest of us. We
Not
don't
much
know
is
if they'll
true.
offer the Phantom the same hospitality.
Oh yeah, that much is true.
Yeah, they were named after him, not you.
Well, I'll need to keep that in mind then.
Yeah, you might want to be a scouting in disguise or something when you go out. As for the rest of us, I know it's better if we split up to find him. Considering the whole assassination plot, I think it's better if we stick together as a group when we go out for information.
Maybe. Well, who wants to go looking for Team Charm, though? I seem to be the only one who likes them.
I wish more people didn't like him.
It's less I don't want to. It's less I don't want to go out and find them, and more I'd rather not get myself anywhere close to the Chaos Guild at this point in time.
I just want to know when they're meeting with them.
Oh, by the way, Phantom, you have no idea what this Chaos Guild thing they keep mentioning.
I kind of figured.
Yeah.
And if you see them out in the streets, then I suppose you can ask them, but I wouldn't recommend specifically scouting for that.
No, I'm not looking for the guild. I'm looking for Team Charm. If I can't find them, well, I guess I can't find them. I'll assume the worst, and that they are meeting with them right now.
Yeah, I suppose if you wanna specifically keep an eye out if you want to specifically keep an eye out for Team Charm while we're listening for information, you can, but I still say we stick together.
All right.
I think it would be much more efficient to split up. I mean,
yes, but
Henry really shouldn't be in danger as long as he's in Naginata.
Well,
you say that, but I can't help but still be a little nervous on that front.
Well, it's your team, so you call.
Rather err on the side of caution with the knowledge that, first off, you're going out and finding things on your own. I assume you're pretty good at getting information.
Generally.
And second, it's better safe than sorry, at least as far as this team. I mean, if the rest of you want to split up, then I'll accept that, but I think we should stick together.
Although, if it's just one person you're worried about, maybe it would be a better idea to have him stay behind and have the rest of you each go out on your own.
You do understand that leaving me behind and having everyone else go on their own would also mean that I myself am alone?
So I guess that depends on what that Mimikyu fella can do.
I'm not sure.
Sora just instantly says he can't do much.
Oh.
Yeah, Mimikyu is... I mean, he's not... He does have more...
No offense or anything. I mean, I kind of have the same problem.
Yeah, Mimikyu has his uses, but combat is not a...
Well then, I guess you four do whatever you think is best.
Yeah. Well, you guys, I've been talking this entire time. You guys could feel free to give input.
No, I really don't have much input.
Henry?
Why, are we expecting one of my witty quips? Because I am not exactly in the mood.
Yes.
Henry?
I don't have any quips either. All I have is fear.
Well, Henry, what do you want to do then, since this affects you the most? Do you want to stick in the group? Do you want to stay back home?
Well, I could stay back home, yes. I could stay back home, and I could stay back home considering that I'm the one who is singled out in this situation, or I could, or I could stick with the team. I could stick with the team, but then just immediately get separated, which would, I think, would be worse odds for me at that point. Because then, hey, Henry's out in the open. We can easily kill him.
So you're gonna pick stay at home then and have the rest of us split up and search?
Yes.
Okay, then I guess that's what we'll do.
Oh, I guess I'll stay behind too then.
Maybe you and Henry can practice some music or something, I guess, while we're waiting for the rest of us.
Ah, yes.
Who knows?
Calm the
Maybe it'll
nerves.
give you some time. Who knows? Maybe it'll give you some time to muse about how much you two hate my guts.
Don't you even start, Cat. This isn't a time for jokes.
What? I just thought I'd use a little bit of the tension. Jeebus.
Oy.
Okay, well, now that we've
In any
decided what
case,
we're gonna...
I've got some searching to do, and I'm going to go out the door like a civilized Pokemon.
Okay.
Oh yes, Mr. Civilized here.
And go ahead and take the disguise of a Poochiana.
Alright. What is your plan of action?
Okay, well, first things first, I'm going to hand Michael the ticket to Mimikyu to,
Okay.
consume.
He noms it up.
And second, I'm going to recommend that Rodney uses, well, unless you feel like not having that happen, Henry, I'm going to recommend Rodney use his lock and key to magically keep the door locked.
Yes,
Alright.
that would be
Then
ideal.
consider it done.
Okay, and with the door magically locked, then I guess we'll split up and gather some information in town until night starts falling.
Best of luck to you.
So Phantom is going to pretend to be a tourist, just kind of asking people what they know about the sacred gardens.
Okay. I'll say give me a persuasion rule. As you kind of accost some passerbys and ask them about this place. You have like... Oh.
Plus.
You have that like really lame getup of like the Hawaiian shirt and the sunglasses and the bucket hat.
The Samoan oak.
Oh.
Yeah. So you get a few responses. You get, well, it's sacred. It's a garden. Yeah. That's about it.
It sounds like you talked to like one of those guys on Wii, just like, yeah, it's a garden. It's sacred.
I guess I'll have Lucius be doing sort of the same thing.
All right, so maybe just give me a persuasion to like get people away from their activities to have a conversation with you about these places or this place.
Nice.
Good. Okay. So you hear that the royal family uses it to kind of hone their skills. There aren't, from what you've heard, there isn't like typical Pokemon in there. There's something else to fight. It's like they know at the end of the dungeon there's something called Shishimai that they fight.
Shishimai?
Yeah.
How do you spell that?
Is that the sister of death?
Shimai.
Because I know Shimai is
Lion
sister, and
dance?
she is death, so the
No,
sister
I'm
of
just
death
thinking, look, she? That makes me think lion.
could be. Depends on the kanji.
Yes. It could be Shishi or it could be death twice.
Okay.
They don't know what it really is. They just know that's like kind of their end boss at the end.
Oh boy, it might be a lion. It might be a lion. It very, very much might be Entei. It might be Entei.
There are it's not a really like heavily puzzly oriented dungeon like you've probably faced in the past. Like it said, it's like there's probably each room is combat.
Insolent fools! You dare enter the dungeon of Shishimai!
And that's what you kind of glean from that.
All right. Gotcha.
I'll say you like took a few hours kind of that was from various different people.
Okay.
So, Raffa, how do you want to spend your investigation time?
All right, where's Team Charm?
So, how are you going to locate them? This is a pretty big place, and it's a very crowded place.
Well, I could start with the innkeeper because Team Charm booked our hotel, so
All right.
I could check their room first.
He points you up to their room, and it's way at the top. It seems to be one of the like first class luxury rooms. And you go to their door, which has like a star on it. And you're at the front of their door.
Well, I guess I'll knock.
Yeah, so you give it a few rat-a-tat-tats, and no one answers.
I knew it. All right, time to start looking around the town.
Okay, like I said, it's pretty crowded.
I suppose. No, I can't say that. That's metagaming.
Well, let's see. I doubt I can always start seeing where I saw her last, which would be the beauty pageant.
Okay, if you okay, I'll give you an easy one. Just give me a quick intelligence roll to remember which direction she was walking.
Let's see. Intelligence.
15. Yep, that's good enough. You notice her walking to the northwest of Naginata. Which,
Alright.
if you recall correctly, is like the same direction of where like the palace is.
Yeah. All right, off we go. In search of Lopunny.
Okay, you're just gonna go to the palace?
Well, at least in that general direction. See if there's any huge crowds, people with beautiful Team Charm autographs.
Alright, so give me a perception roll then.
Let's see. Perception.
You kind of look through the crowds of people. 14. Okay. You see a few... You see a... You see a... You see a Glameow with a autographed Team Charm picture.
Is that a real Team Charm picture?
Oh, yes, I got it autographed.
Oh, that's amazing. Where'd
I
you
can't
get
believe
it?
well, where do you think I got it?
Well, from them, but where are they?
They went over, towards the park. There's a little park over there.
All right. Well, congratulations. I hope I can get one too.
I bet you're Jelly Vanelli.
Well, I gotta be on the same stage as her, so I guess that's kind of cool.
The Glameow kind of frowns at you. It's like, you're the one who beat the Lopunny?
Yeah,
Well-
she's the certified prettiest kitty.
I have nothing to say to you.
It's okay. We're friends.
Just kind of smacks you with her tail as she walks away.
Just had to say that.
Hey.
Well, now you know what not to say.
All right. Well, let's go to the park,
All right.
to the Cohen.
There is kind of this, you go in the direction this Glameow was pointing, and you see this kind of like open field with more of those pink blossomy trees, and eventually you walking through it, you could see some other Pokemon kind of sitting there relaxing in the midst of the festival, but you hone in on Team Charm, and it seems they're like staring at a tree.
Oh man. Well, I guess I'll go up to them.
And they seem to be like just kind of they haven't noticed you. They just seem to be kind of mumbling something, looking up this tree.
Hi guys.
Oh look, it's Raphael.
Very funny.
What is?
Never mind. So, I wanted to know when you were meeting with the Chaos Guild.
Shh. That's a super duper secret. And we're not meeting with them. We're trying to find them.
Okay.
So hush.
Okay.
But
So-
right now we have more pressing matters. Wait,
Okay.
I think you can help us.
How can I help?
This is really important. We need you to climb that tree.
Okay.
And pick off some of those pink blossoms so I can put them under my ear.
Okay.
Great, you'll do great. All eyes are on you.
All right. It's acrobatics, isn't it?
No, I think you have a climbing speed?
Pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah, you could just climb.
I can just climb.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you have
cool.
a climbing speed, you can just climb.
You could just, climb like it's nothing.
Just yeet.
Yeah, you see bundles of these blossoms in the tree. You could maybe break off one.
We'll have to get at least 2 because of ears.
Yeah.
All right.
you'll-
Let's do this.
You'll just climb back down?
Yeah, I guess so. Up and down, easy peasy.
Oh, you did it! You did it! You did it! Can I have those, please?
Yep.
I knew these would just complement this kimono.
Yeah, I mean, pink is the color of the day.
Oh, look at you! Anyway, let's go, girls. They proceed to go walk off.
Okay, that's interesting.
They seem to be walking back towards the center of Naginata.
Alright, that's also very interesting. Is that the same way as the hotel?
Yeah, it's going back into the town, so yeah.
Okay,
It could.
good. That means...
They could be going to all sorts of places.
Well, I guess I'll just pretend I'm going back, even though I'll probably be watching.
So you're just like stalking them?
Well, at least as far as I'll make a choice after they diverge from my path. That is pretended to be the hotel.
It seems like they keep getting stopped to pose and sign autographs.
That's true.
Raffa and Team Charm, they're all sitting in a tree,
Actually,
having the good time of their life.
that was only Rafa in the tree.
Who is that? All of you?
No, Rodney or Roland.
Yeah, Roland.
Sorry, what was I doing?
What's your day What's your day consist of?
Yeah, how are you scouting out for like the Sacred Gardens or whatever you want to do technically, but basically how are you sort of trying to fit here what would get us into the Sacred Gardens is the focus for everyone who is not Rafa right now.
You want me to investigate the Sacred Gardens? I can't do that.
No, it's like Lucius and Phantom were pretending to be tourists and asking people about it. Maybe you can like overhear people, or maybe you can just sort of look at the Sacred Gardens from as close as you can get it. Maybe listen to some of the guards or chat with some of the guards. However you want to do it.
Well, I will go near the Sacred Gardens, and I will be keeping an ear out of any information that happens to pass by. If anyone passes nearby the Sacred Gardens, obviously someone's going to be talking about it. It's like, ooh, there's the Sacred Gardens.
All right.
Let me tell you all about it.
So you're just gonna like kind of stake out, just kind of like pretend you're reading a newspaper, cut the little 2 eye holes in it, and just kind of watch.
Well, you said it, not me, but
Yeah.
it's a good idea.
Yeah. All right. So you're just gonna stake out. So just give me a perception or investigation, whatever you want, whatever's higher.
Perception or investigation. Got it.
As you kind of watch the Sacred Garden. Bingo. Okay, so every now and then you notice the gates open. Like the Sacred Garden is first behind a gate. It's guarded by 2 Pokemon, 2 Bisharp, and they keep switching shifts. You notice that it happens almost every hour, it seems. But you also know a large unit of them going past the gate towards, well, you can't really tell where, but you know they're going in, and then about an hour or 2 later, they come back. That's all you really see.
Let me see if I get that right.
Like, it's an unusual large amount of B-Sharp going inside of the garden past the 2 guards.
Let me see if I got this right. So, there are 2 guards that are guarding this huge gate.
Mm-hmm.
They change about every hour.
Yeah.
Then at about every hour or so, there's this large unit that goes in and out.
Yeah.
Now that is very peculiar.
Well, I'll just say that's how you kind of spent your day. And Henry and Sora, you, he finds a deck of cards.
Yeah, we're just playing old maid right now.
So are you
Another one.
afraid of, these assassins?
Yes. Honestly, I am. Especially if they've murdered people associated with me as well. They've murdered Pokemon associated with me, and it's chilling. It's chilling knowing that someone is after me.
Well, what bothers me is I think we had an encounter with them on the road, and what bothers me is why they just didn't do it in our sleep.
Yeah. Did they want me to fight?
I don't know. You're saying this as you're playing Old Maid.
Yes, we're playing Old Maid.
Yeah.
And we're making this. We're having a very serious conversation while playing Old Maid.
Well, I don't know. I don't trust that Audric guy either. It just seems too convenient. Maybe we shouldn't meet up with him again.
I don't know.
Well, you could probably convince the others.
Odds are I can't.
I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud.
The cat is stuck in his ways. The other cat is also stuck in her ways. The rabbit. I don't think I can convince the rabbit anything. We've had a lot of disagreements, the rabbit and I.
Maybe you could convince them? He looks at Mimikyu. He just kind of, like, stares off. I don't know, he's weird. But he's not the type of weird where I think I'm gonna be dead the next night.
Yes. There's no need to fear Mimikyu.
So give me a performance check, Henry.
Performance check. All right. Performance. I'm sorry. It's
Yeah.
it's been a bit. So
Yeah.
oh.
Sora seems to beat you at this game of Old Maid.
Ah!
I'm surprised you don't have double your proficiency in performance.
I don't have the. Listen, I don't have the charisma band.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's not what I meant, but yeah.
And that is when the others walk in after their midday of investigation. Or wait, they don't walk in because the door's locked. You hear a knock at the door.
Rodney, can you unlock this door?
Oh, yeah, hold on. Sorry, I was distracted.
Yeah. Click, click.
That was a complete waste of time.
say it was a complete waste of time. I did find out about the guards' patterns.
That's useful if you're forced to sneak in, but I'd rather not go through with that.
Oh, but it would be useful to have it handy, just in case.
Yeah, fair point. I learned what the dungeon is like.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not a very fun sounding one. Basically, when they say it's the when they say it's the royal family's training grounds, they aren't kidding. It's not very heavily puzzle oriented. It's basically a whole bunch of combat.
Sheesh, and we nearly died in the last dungeon.
Yeah, I even heard a bit about the quote-unquote boss of the dungeon. Apparently, it's something called
Shishimai.
Yeah, it's apparently something called Shishimai. I have no idea what Shishimai is, but that's what I've heard. And
Neither
it's...
do I.
Oh, one more thing. It's, apparently what's inside there is not typical Pokemon.
Not typical Pokemon?
Yeah. I wasn't able to get a very good descriptor of it, but that's what I've heard, is that there's not typical Pokemon inside the dungeon.
Maybe they're advanced dummies.
If it's just combat trials, maybe we could just avoid them, incapacitate or slip past them, and not even worry about it.
They're in about every other room, Phantom.
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree with your thought. In fact, I think that is probably what we'd have a better idea than just fighting them all. The difficult part is we basically need to go through every room for Botan's task. And more than likely in every room is one of those things, so...
Which that means before too long, there'll be a whole crowd chasing after us.
Well, that's assuming they
can leave
go further than...
They're, something to consider.
I think that's one thing you should do during your dinner tomorrow night, is try to figure out what these things are and how they act.
Yeah. If at all possible, we might want to see if we can pick the brains of either the king or the youngest son, the emperor or the emperor, his consort, or the youngest son, see if any of them, or heck, even maybe one of the guards, see if any of them might be able to give us better insight as to what exactly these creatures are. But that's basically what that's basically what I got. Raffa, what about you?
I found out that when you beat Team Charm, people might not like you. And I also found out that Team Charm was looking at a tree in search of some of the Sakura. But they didn't tell me how they were going to find, or when they were going to find, the Chaos Guild.
Sakura?
They're the cherry blossom petals that fall from the trees around here.
Oh!
So what's this Chaos Guild you keep talking about?
Oh.
They're guys I sneeze at.
Right, you don't know. This is awkward.
He doesn't need to know. He probably shouldn't know unless he wants to be on someone else's death wish list.
Do you really want to know, Phantom? I could tell you if you want, but
It may
I,
come at the cost of you permanently joining the team forever.
I at least like a basic summary.
Again, they're people I sneeze at.
okay. Since Rappa's not going to be able to give a very concise answer,
That is a concise answer.
it's not concise enough.
Nope, it's definitely not.
Basically, we don't know too much, but from what we understand, the Chaos Guild is a loose collection of Pokemon who all basically want anarchy for the world. Like, two of the members we ran into plan to transform the entire world into one large mystery dungeon, and one of their members plans on basically spreading uncurable poison to everybody in the world, causing them all to become weak.
That's anarchy for you. They can't agree on anything.
There was one more that we
Yeah.
didn't meet.
Well, there's two more. There's also Trio, though I don't entirely know what their deal is, and there's their leader, Narlethotep. Narlethotep?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, there's their leader, Narlethotep, which we don't know anything about either.
Or Nyarlathotep. It depends. Lovecraft's the names, the official pronunciation of the names, is really up in the air with all of Lovecraft's creatures.
Why would anyone want more mystery dungeons?
That's a very good question, and that's the thing we're trying to figure out before it's too late.
Well, if you want to wreak havoc like dark matter, you probably really want a mystery dungeon.
I don't know exactly why they're so interested in
But do you know what
turning
I
the
do?
world into one big mystery dungeon, but
You know what I do know, though?
it seems, at the very least, it seems that they themselves only appear in mystery dungeons. So far, we haven't seen them outside of one, so I doubt that's because they can't. I'd imagine that's by choice, but
And we're going right into one. For all we know, we're walking straight into them.
yeah, that's probably why it's actually best we warn you is, since the Sacred Gardens are a mystery dungeon, more than likely we're going to run into somebody from the Chaos Guild.
And more than likely, they'll probably already know who you are. They seem to have known us.
Yeah, they will have. Well, at least the small one who did research on our past, which means he definitely already knows about you, Phantom.
The only thing I do know is that what we're heading into is it's a bit likely a problematic situation.
Welcome to the death wish list.
Yeah, way to light up the mood, Raffa. Way to go.
Yes, that's them in a nutshell. If we do encounter them, I'd recommend just stay quiet, don't provoke them, and just do our best to not really focus on them that much.
So Team Charm's trying to do something about him, huh?
Apparently, yeah.
Well, we're all trying to do something about it.
Really? What are you guys trying to do?
We're still trying to figure that out, and there's not much time to think about it because we're nearing the end.
Well, I
So-
mean, there's always breaking out rain.
So you're almost done with what you're trying to do, but you don't know what it is?
It's really complicated.
Yeah, let's just say since the Bruiser ended up in that pirate attack, we've been through quite a lot.
We've seen so many things that we cannot even begin to comprehend exactly what the hell's going on. And there's not much time left to stop whatever's causing it.
Does this Chaos Guild have any connection to what happened to the Bruiser?
We don't know.
No, I don't
I'm-
think so.
Yeah, I'm going to assume it's unlikely.
We may
Since-
find that out after this mission, though. At least who was behind that.
I still want to know what happened there.
And that's why we have to go into that dungeon.
Yeah, more mystery dungeons. Whoopee.
Yeah, but that's in any case that seems to be all the information we're getting for tonight. Suppose we should all rest up and then go back at it tomorrow, see what more we can find out.
Yeah.
So see you in the morning, Phantom.
Bright and early. Yeah, Phantom's gonna head off to his room.
All right. So you just guys gonna settle for the night?
Yeah, Rodney is going to lock the door, right, Rodney?
Yes, I will.
You mean Roland?
Oh, Roland is going to lock. Ah, this is going to take a while.
I was not going to correct you.
Yeah.
Do you want to fast travel to tomorrow night, or do you want to do something in the morning?
To the morning, just so that we can do another glance around, see what more information we can glean.
Okay. So you wake up bright and early. You are treated to a meal courtesy of Team Charm. I assume you have your own lodging here, Phantom. Maybe Botan did it for you, but what do you want to do until then? Until your date?
I suppose similar to last time, unless Henry has any objections, we'll just do the same thing, just go out and about in town for information.
I will join you this time.
Okay. What are you looking for information on?
Lucius is going to since it's probably fairly natural to have tourists sort of ask about, Lucius is just going to go to the guards and see if he can just ask some information about the place.
What in particular?
Frick, that's a good question. Somebody else do something while I think of this.
Phantom is going to ask around and hear if anybody knows of anyone besides the royal family having ever gone into the gardens before. Because this isn't the only time this festival's been done, right? With the requests for the royal family.
Yeah. So give me a persuasion to kind of tear away someone from the festivities.
And I think Phantom's going to go with a different disguise this time. I think probably, I guess we'll go with a rock ruff this time.
All right. Favoring those canine.
Well,
Yes.
most similar to what he is anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, we got the puppy that is Rock.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
My rolls are cursed
You ran
tonight.
into the glam meow.
So you somehow like run into the same guy again. Let's say it's let's say it is say it's a Hitmontop. And he says to you, like, yeah, man, I bet the Behemoth, they come down from outer space and they go in there. It's a big conspiracy. Like, the little point on his head has tinfoil around it.
Oh.
Whoa, the BHM are sending chemtrails, man. Did you know that the Earth is flat?
The Behemoth know that. You can see it all the way from outer space.
Yeah, they can see it, man. There's a reason why that Clefo won that contest, man.
It's like all
She's
connected.
an alien.
So that comes. Lucius, how you doing?
Okay, I am going to take a page from. I know this is slightly metagaming-ish, but oh well. I'm going to ask the guards if anybody else has come in there from. I'm basically just going to straight up ask if anybody's ever gone in there due to their request from the king.
All right. So he'll just tell you because you're not really tearing him away from anything. He says, no, only the sacred family goes in there. Why do you ask?
Just curiosity, in all honesty. I've heard a lot of people talking about the gardens, and I can't help but sort of be curious about what's in there myself. And if it's a training excursion, well, I'd also like to get stronger. So
You heard about what happened in there, have you not?
are you talking about the taboo subject that we're not supposed to speak about?
Mm-hmm. It just seems strange why someone would want to know more about that place. All things considered.
I was hoping to come. I was curious about that before I heard about the taboo subject, so it doesn't have anything to do with that.
All things considered, we send in a regiment of guards to investigate that taboo subject. But no more evidence has come up. I don't know why the king insists on sending us in there.
Okay. So it's probably like if someone were to make a request, it probably would be a request to go in there. It'd probably be denied then.
I wouldn't know that, but... Oh, wait, you won the mochi contest.
Yeah, I suppose. Being transparently honest, yeah. So that's sort of what I've been thinking, and I don't want to waste my request.
Well, to any would-be traveler, the answer would definitely be no, but, I mean, it's in his power, and he is a benevolent ruler. But I'm not him, so I don't really know.
All right. Fair point. Okay. Well, thanks for the help.
No problem. Have fun now.
All right. Thanks.
All right. We've got Raffa, Henry, and Roland left. What do you guys wanna do?
Let's see if anyone knows anything about Shishimai.
I will join the cat on this.
Shishimai.
Yes.
All
on
right.
this Shishimai quest.
So you're just gonna pick out some rando, or are you gonna ask someone in particular? Hello?
Uh,
I assume that's what I'm thinking.
that's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
I guess we can ask the games coordinator because they actually live here. I would have gone for the Cleffa, but I'm pretty sure Cleffa doesn't come from here.
Cleffa doesn't know.
Yeah. So you're gonna go up to that masquerade again, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And she says, "Oh, dearie, dearie. Congratulations winning, dearie."
Oh, thank you. Oh, I was wanting to know, like, I heard a word, but I don't know what it means. It was Shishimai.
Oh, why that's apparently something the royal family fights in the sacred garden. Not many
Is
know
it-
what it is. I assume they'd only know. They're the only ones allowed in there.
So it's not like a sparring partner or anything?
No, it's something in the mystery dungeon, and I've never been in there.
Like some sort of monster, Shishimai.
Well, at least you know what the word means.
Double smiley face.
As Raffa's kind of talking to this masquerade Henry, you hear like chopsticks in the background, and that Cleffa walking by with the xylophone strapped around her neck. Base.
The Starburger activated.
That's so fitting.
Yes.
And she's just kind of staring at you with like a blank face, playing like the chopsticks again.
Don't you do not mock me! Do not mock me!
We'd better go.
All right, and Roland, what are you doing?
Oh, jeez. You know the problem about going to sleep earlier and waking up earlier? It really affects your mind at this kind of hour. I have no idea what to do.
You could just tag along and say you just kind of watched this scene play out with Raffa and Henry.
Yes. The ape and two cats.
What could I do before the night falls? It could be the last night I ever have some relaxation time.
Or the last night you ever have.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yes.
What could we do on our free time? What events do we have? I already tried the hot spring. What else is there?
You could go there and relax again.
Look for anything written on the bottom of the tub.
Why the heck not?
All right. So you go for another relaxing dip in the hot springs. And with that, you just get inspiration. Which means it's just advantage whenever you want to. You get a bad
Everyone
roll.
else is asking questions, and I go and get a skinny dip.
I guess technically you are, because you're taking off clothes, right?
He's just been visiting the hot springs every day.
Roland again?
All right. So you got that marked down that you have inspiration. You just pretty much, if you get a bad roll, you could just re-roll it, pretty much.
And also, if you're wondering why I said double smiley face, Henry was writing down Shishimai in katakana.
Yeah.
All right,
Double
I wrote
smiley
down I
face.
have inspiration.
Look at those are
I-
smiley faces.
Yeah, I see it. I just.
All right. So we will. That's everyone, right? We'll fast forward to nightfall when you are going into the palace.
Yeah, after I received my ticket from Mimikyu.
Yeah, you probably go back. So you see the other winners, consisting of a Makuhita, the Cursed Cleffa, a Spinda, and a Starmie. And I assume Raffa is with you as you head towards this place.
Oh wait, is this the Spinda?
He's holding a bottle with it has like a pepper on it, and it looks like it's just like clip art pepper. So you're going into this very grand palace. It looks very red, very black, very gold.
Dun, 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 dun.
Henry and Phantom, you're kind of just sitting there dejected as you watch your friends disappear to this grand palace. What do you want to do?
Want to make out?
Wait, what?
Just joking. Just joking.
What did you just say?
I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that.
I'm just joking around. I don't worry
Sorry.
about it.
Absolute what?
The fact that you would even say that.
Okay.
The first interaction
Everything I was
solely
not
between
expecting.
Henry and Phantom. Want to make out?
That is, oh my god.
Henry, no. He's like 10 years older than you.
And
You can no longer assist in this situation.
you can no longer assist.
We're on the inside. He's on the outside.
Okay, but really, what are you gonna do?
Honestly, I think Phantom would just as soon go back to his room and wait till everybody gets back to hear how it went.
All right, you know, Sora and Mimikyu are also in the room, Henry, like your hotel room. They're kind of waiting back there. So, what do you want to do?
Well, I'm just going to be walking around Naginata, just exploring, really. Just
Okay. All right.
yeah.
All right. So, back in the palace, you are brought through this kind of grand hall with like guards kind of standing down this really large carpet, red carpet, and there is one guard who's kind of ushering you to through the hallways. And he opens this large door, revealing this very grand room. And it has this large table in it with cushions. Like, it's not a table that goes like a regular table with chairs. It has little cushions around it.
Oh yeah.
And he starts seating all of you. You probably want to sit all next to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. The others, Starmie, Makuhita, Spinda, and Cleffa, all make their way to a seat as well. And then, out of a door on the other side, this Caesar with... He's already, like, plated in armor, but he has, like, these kind of gold plates on his red plates. So he looks pretty BA. There's kind of like this kind of crown poking out of his back. His golden sun crown. And by his side is not a scissor, it's a scyther. It's she looks older and she looks female, so you assume that is his lady. As well as this very meek-looking young scyther. He looks like a light breeze would knock him over. And they all sit down. Back to Henry. Henry, as you're kind of whistling through Naginata, the Masquerade kind of sees you, and she says, "Oh, dearie, over here."
Oh, what? What?
2 Pokemon were looking for you.
2 Pokemon were looking for me?
A Smoochum and a Magby.
A Smoochum and a Magby?
Yeah, that's correct.
Well, where are they?
They said they wanted to meet you at the shrine.
Oh, well, I shall go there then. Thank you for giving me that information.
Oh, no problem, dearie. Your friends look so cute. Just wanted to pinch their little cheeks if I could pinch.
If you could pinch, yes.
All right, you want to head to the shrine?
Yes, to the shrine.
All right. Excellent. You start making your way towards the shrine, and it's a little ways of a walk, kind of away from the festivities towards this shrine, as you hear the sounds from this festival kind of dim as you get closer and closer. And you are standing.
I see the discussion page. Yes, that's what happened. That's what's happening. He is currently walking to the shrine. Just I'm in danger.
Yeah, you see the shrine. You hear the wind kind of.
Death.
You don't really see anyone at the moment. Is there anything you want to do, or should we switch back to the palace?
What?
Is there anything?
So nobody's here.
Nobody's you're kind of at the foot of it. You're not inside the shrine.
Oh,
okay. you know you can actually go inside of it because you saw kind of Lucius.
I'm gonna go inside of it because I wanna see my friends.
Okay. So you're just gonna keep climbing until you see them?
Yes. Where are they?
All right. So you've ascended quite a bit, and you hear some kind of chattering on the top floor.
All right. Well, I hope it's them.
All right. You're just gonna ascend.
Yep.
Okay. And as you make your way up, you indeed look around this room. There's lots of statues of Ho-Oh or Amaterasu, whatever you want to call it.
Yes.
But as the stairs creak as you get to the top of here, you notice 2 figures, and it is indeed a Smoochum and a Magby. But when they turn their head, you notice it's not Farron and Sora.
Oh.
Oh.
Back to the palace.
Erebus and Nyx.
The Emperor says, "Welcome, honored guest. You have shown great fortitude with your skills conquering the various contest in Naginata. Therefore, you shall be treated to a royal dinner. And the kind of chefs, which are also B-sharp, you see like a lot of the servants and guards are mostly B-sharp.
Yeah, that's not terrifying at all.
They put plates in front of you, covered by kind of a top, by a lid, should I say. And for you, Lucius, it seems like they kind of like know your taste, as there's dried seaweed for you. You probably have never tried it, but it doesn't look not vegetarian. Well, there's mostly fish, seafood dishes for everyone else, and this probably gets your senses going wild, Raffa. And yours too, Rodney, or Roland, because you had some of this earlier, and it was pretty delicious.
What did I have before?
Sorry,
I
you
was
pretty
busy.
much had sushi before, and that's kind of what's in front of you right now.
Oh joy!
Except it's prepared and looks a lot more important.
Oh joy! Oh joy! Oh joy! Oh joy!
All right, and the king says, "Well, enjoy, my friends." Are players around the table giving a perception check?
Okay, Lucius will give you a perception check.
Okay. So that is Roland, Lucius, and Raffa.
Oh, wrong place.
Oh. Nice.
That's a dirty 20 in the wrong place, but still.
Look at the cats. With their eyes.
Okay, so you all pretty much see the same thing. You see the younger looking frail Scyther. He's just kind of like poking at his food and just occasionally plopping it in his mouth. He looks very he doesn't look very happy, let's just say that. The king seems to be looking over everyone with a nod, like he is he's proud of you. And the queen looks very kind of just stoic. The Cleffa is playing chopsticks. Somehow, Henry, you're in the midst of reaching the top of this tower. You feel pissed off for some reason.
Considering the how close is the Scyther to whispering distance of Lucius?
He's quite far. He's next to his mother and father. So,
okay, so I have no chance of asking him any questions without it being overheard by the entire table. Gotcha.
Yeah.
The message cantrip would be really nice right now, actually. Then I guess we're eating.
Yeah. Tastes delicious, by the way.
Already done all the bowing and the "Domo arigato gozaimasu."
Yeah.
And
Are you just gonna enjoy the dinner? It seems everyone else is, all the other winners.
Yeah, I'm enjoying the dinner.
The Spinda takes a bite of his food, but then he just takes a big chug of his hot sauce afterwards. Seems a little more tipsy than usual. Back to Henry. Yes, this is a Smoochum and Magby, but they are not your friends. Like,
Ooh.
they're a totally different Smoochum and Magby.
Well.
They just kind of stare at you and stare at each other.
Oh, huh.
And then they say, okay, we got him here. Can we go now? Then up from behind you, Henry, you hear footsteps.
Oh no.
Coming up the stairs.
I'm going to look down.
There is a cloaked figure coming up the stairs.
Oh no. Ah. No. 受けてみなさい電気アイドマ
That's a saving throw, right?
Yes.
17?
Okay. Wait, is it goes with like my armor class, right?
Or no,
No, that's the number he got. That I'm pretty sure that's higher than your save DC.
it's like
Yeah.
13 or 14, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, so it's like half damage then?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's 3d8 half damage.
Yeah. So that would be
I believe
that
it's...
would be 6.
Yeah, alright. So there is a loud sound. Phantom. It's pretty loud with what's going on right now in the festival, but I'll give you a perception check to maybe hear that bang that Henry just made. I think it's 300 feet, but there's still a lot of like fireworks anyway going off and stuff.
Can we maybe have one of my rolls actually be good this time? Also, I should probably put it in the right channel. That would help.
You must pray to the parser.
Or switch dices to sidekick.
Okay, I got it when it counted.
Yes, okay, you do hear unnatural bang. That is not a firework or anything you've heard well in Naginata, and it's towards the shrine.
Okay, I'm gonna go investigate that.
Okay. Okay, meanwhile, back at the shrine, you hit this figure, Henry, and it seemed to take a little bit of damage. It doesn't seem too hindered by it, but it's going to do an attack of its own, so give me a saving throw.
A saving throw of what?
A wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom. Oh no. That's the psychic damage.
Oh,
Oh
you too. It wasn't a 1.
I mean, that ones don't matter with saving throws.
Alright, you take 17 psychic damage, and you are blasted back, and you're prone.
Oh my god!
Back...
空なんで
やめて
やめてくださいの
助けて。
back at the palace.
Play the happy jingle music now.
We have 2 HP left, Sora-chan.
Okay, so you finish your scrumptious meals, and the king asks you, "Now, I believe you were all promised requests. Let's start with the Cleffa, since she seems to be the noisiest." She says she wants a missing key for her xylophone. They kind of look at each other, the emperor and the empress, and he says, "Well, of course, we could we could make all of your whole xylophone all gold plated." And the Cleffa just nods. They're actually going to go and ask Lucius next.
Okay.
Use that 12 cha.
Well, now the question of whether I stick with the what I wanted or try and feel confident that Raffa will get us in. I think, yeah, Raffa's persuasion is much higher than mine, so, okay, I'm gonna trust you, Raffa.
I'm like, if your persuasion's a 4, it's on par.
I guess this is both Roland and Lucius, because you kind of count as one right now.
You're
Well, yeah,
one.
but I don't exactly have a quest on my own,
Okay.
so...
Yeah, just let Lucius handle it.
You
Okay.
are one. You are one.
So, what I am going to ask then is, I'm going to tell the king, well, you see, your emperor, your majesty, I am on a bit of a quest right now, and so what I request for you is, I request, if not the best armor that Naginata has, at least the best that is reasonably able to be given to me. So, because I made a promise to return back home after my quest safely, and I'll need it to both defend myself and my allies as I go through this quest.
And I assume your partner wishes for the same thing?
Yep. Absolutely.
He speaks with he kind of says something in their language to one of the Bisharp, and he walks off. Next, you, Lady Raffa, I believe.
Yes.
I heard you were magnificent in the
wish-
kimono contest.
Oh, thank you. I really wanted to learn as much as I could about Naginata's culture, and I guess it paid off. I was
take
wondering.
great pride when foreigners wish to know more about our fair country.
Yes, I'm an archaeologist by trade, so it was more than an amazing experience for me. And under the same wing, I was wondering if I could go to the Sacred Gardens and learn more about that.
As soon as, you say Sacred Gardens, you just hear their everything stop.
I kind of figured that was going to happen.
He starts whispering to his wife in the language, which you don't know because Henry's not here.
No. Cleffa.
She kind of stopped too. Like, when you said Sacred Gardens, she was stopped mid chopsticks. Why ever would a fair maiden like you wish to go in a place like that?
I want to learn more about Naginata, why it's sacred. There's several religious texts about a certain Pokemon whose name escapes me currently, but we know it as Ho-Oh. And I was wondering more about the religion, why your people view it as sacred, and how the outside world could further understand Naginata.
I won't assume you're ignorant. You know what happened in there. do you not?
I have heard, but that doesn't diminish what it used to be. After all, that's my entire trade, is to know how things used to be and help us understand.
I've sent in guards every day ever since that happened to investigate it. And trust me, there's nothing in there of any interest. The younger son kind of pipes up. It says, "But it's a request within your power, Father." He then starts, like, arguing with his wife. You can't really understand what they're saying, but it seems a little heated. Well, it's just kind of awkward for the rest of you while they're kind of, like, yelling at each other.
I kind of figured that.
But eventually, when things calm down a little, he says, "Very well, but if anything happens to you in there, the royal family is not to be held accountable. It is a mystery dungeon, after all."
Understood.
And it's just you going inside?
I would like to go with 4 others that have been traveling with me for some time, helping with my research.
He turns to his wife and they start arguing again.
Oh, sheesh.
Oh my gosh.
The Gaijin is sending in more of his Gaijin friends.
The more Gaijin.
The Gaijin is sending in more of her Gaijin friends. Fucking shit!
Go Gaijin.
Until he finally says, "Very well, but just 5 of you, no more, no less."
Thank you so very much. She bowed.
Back to the shrine, Phantom. You've arrived at the shrine, and you are aware this is kind of like a place they go to pray. You see, like, the big container full of folded up paper and a lot of golden statues dedicated to Ho-Oh, what they call Amaterasu. Yeah, you think you definitely heard it coming from this loud bang come from the shrine. You're gonna go inside, I take it?
I'm going to try to not be seen as I peek in.
Okay. So the first floor has nothing on it. I could tell you that right away.
Alright.
Are you just gonna systematically climb up, investigate, climb up, investigate?
Yeah, I think so.
Alright. Henry. So you were knocked on the ground. You saw the two other Pokemon run away. Seems like they weren't expecting this to happen. Well, this this cloaked figure, stands at the foot of the stairs. Probably sent you flying about 15 feet.
I'm going to... Let's go, stop partying.
It's Cynthia! Sick him, girl!
Yeah, she comes in at the last minute to save you.
I'm going to die. I'm going to die. This is what's going to happen. I'm going to die. Oh God!
Since it's only
sweet Arceus, Guzerenius, or any other gods.
I'm just kind of treating it like you're in combat, but it's only 2 people, so you don't really need initiative right now.
Yes. You want me to do something?
Yeah.
Okay,
actually-
fine. Okay, so in my weakened state, I don't think I can do much, but I'll try. Bestow curse.
All right, that's a saving throw, right?
Yes.
What's the curse?
The curse is again not being able to move. Well, actually, wait, no. Yeah, not being able to move your legs unless you do a Constitution saving throw. It's a weird one. I call it hungry legs.
All right. That's an 11. Does that fail? They fail your saving throw? I believe it's 13.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, as this figure is walking towards you, they instantly stop. As if in place. And now it's their turn. So they look down at their legs. And it looks like they're trying to move them, but then they just start floating.
What?
They just float off the ground and start hovering towards you. It's going to make attack on you. The 6 does not hit, I don't think. And a 8 doesn't hit. Wait, you're wearing just a kimono right now, right? Yeah, wait, so it's
drop down to 13.
Yeah, okay, so you're still good. Both those attacks missed. And I'll say, good thing, because Phantom, you come to the top and you see this playing out. This figure trying to strike Henry.
Okay. How far am I from this figure?
Well, you're at the top of the stairs and it's 15 feet away from where Henry is laying down prone. Or no, he got up to do a spell, never mind. So they're just kind of standing at the other side. There is a window by them, kind of off to their right.
So, like, it's not that far from me?
Yeah, they're 15 feet away from you, straight in front of you.
Okay.
Since
Okay.
you've been actually, give me a stealth roll. Because you said you're going up stealthfully.
Yeah.
Yeah. For the sake of it, Henry, do a perception check, just to see if you could see Phantom in the shadows.
I'm gonna check if perception is any.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, but Phantom Tech. No, wait, Phantom doesn't get that advantage.
Yeah. Okay, no, you don't see him. You think you're dead. You think you're.
I'm dead. I'm absolutely dead.
Okay, so Phantom, what do you want to do then?
I'm going to attempt to backstab this figure with my rapier.
Okay. So you get advantage because they don't see you.
Mm-hmm.
And you get backstab damage because you have advantage. And that Henry's next to him. Okay.
Okay, that's 19.
That is good enough.
Alright.
And remember, it also has that special capability.
Okay, hold on. I need to check my backstab damage real quick. Okay. 21.
21 on top of the 6. So 27.
That's specifically 21 radiant damage.
Yeah.
The 10, 11 plus 4 is 15 radiant damage, and the... Oh, wait, no. The The D8, so no, it's 9 radiant damage, and the rest is whatever my backstab damage is.
Okay. So this figure kind of recoils as, or it kind of like stumbles forward as you stab it with your rapier of holy light. And it is quite aware of your presence now.
Alright, and then I'm going to use my cunning action to disengage, and I'm gonna try to back off a bit and get out of its immediate range.
Okay, you're just getting out of its range. You're not going anywhere specific. There's a few like statues littered throughout the room. If you want to maybe take cover there. Or...
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so you just kind of go behind a statue.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It is going to. What's it want to do? Wants Henry, but you are clearly a threat. It's gonna float over towards you. And it is going to give me a saving throw of the wisdom variety.
Do not have proficiency in those saving throws.
Okay, good. Okay, so this hits you for a lot of damage, but you feel like you halved it.
How much?
Just 9.
Dude, is this freaking Mewtwo?
Well, it isn't because this can't be psychic damage. Because...
Yeah, this isn't
No,
psychic
it
damage,
is not psychic damage. You feel like you're
Okay.
weak to this damage, though.
Uh-oh.
Fighting or bug.
Radiant, maybe.
Or fairy. The fairies, they've been conspiring against me! I knew it was the fairies! Wait, psychic? Fairy? It is a Gardevoir, isn't it? It's the Gardevoir!
Wait, Gardevoir. We know a Gardevoir.
So it seems to be after Phantom now. Or for what you guess is Phantom, as you saw Phantom stick at one in the back. What do you want to do now, Henry?
All right, I have you in my sights. I'm going to go heal myself. I have to do this. I have to use heal pulse. Which that would be like die 8, right?
Yeah, if it's Cure Wounds, it's die 8 plus your Charisma modifier, I believe? Your spell count.
Yeah, but I'm going with 3rd level, so that would be 3 die 8 plus my Charisma modifier, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So...
Wait, can I use Uncanny Dodge for the damage I just took?
Yeah,
Oh,
you definitely can.
Okay. So does that round it down to 4 or to 5?
I think it rounds it up. Well,
Look at that! I'm fully healed!
There you go. Okay.
Hello is with you.
Anything you want to use your movement to do anything, or are you just gonna sit there and assess the
I am
situation?
going to run. I'm going to run further away.
In the room or go downstairs?
Well, no, because downstairs is closer to them.
Well,
They're in the room with you now. Because
But
they shot
Yeah,
you back, and then now he's
okay, go down the stairs then.
just abandoning him. Okay. Phantom, it's your turn.
Okay. I think I'm actually going to take a page out of Henry's book. So I'm going to... Is this thing... This thing's like within melee range of me right now, right?
Yeah, it's right in front of you.
All right,
Yeah,
so
so
I'm
you'd
gonna
have
go...
to use Uncanny Dodge to get away from it if you want to avoid opportunity.
So what I'm going to do is... Actually... I'm going to... Let's see, how do I want to do this? Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and disengage.
Mm-hmm.
And then follow after Henry. And I'm going to use my cunning action to take the dash action and go even further.
Okay. So you're probably almost a floor in front of Henry at this point. Or down, a floor down if you're using all that movement to get down there. Henry's probably at just a floor below where the chaos is happening. Okay, Thing's turn. It's going to use... Yeah. Okay, both of you give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh
Okay.
no!
Wow.
Oh no!
Oh my gosh!
I got a 0. This is the first time a 0 was rolled in the session. I didn't even think you could ever roll a 0. But
Actually, I've rolled a
apparently-
couple zeros so far.
Wait a minute. What?
You feel like gravity is intensifying, and now your movement is only 10 feet now.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Well, this figure is catching up to you, Henry. It's a little ways behind you, but it used its...
Could be a bronzong.
Okay, we will go to Phantom next. Or is it Henry?
It's Henry.
Yeah, it's Henry.
I may not.
Still 20 feet.
I may not be fast. I may not be fast now, but I know what is fast. Speed of star.
Okay, so it's just 3 die 4 plus 2?
3d4 plus.
Is it 3d4 plus 2?
I thought it was plus 1.
I thought the modifier was. Let me check. Let me check. Okay, it's 40. It's 4 projectiles, so it's 44 plus 2.
Okay.
No, it's 3 projectiles.
No, it's 4. At level 5, you fire 4 projectiles. I'm looking at the thing right.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay, so 13. Well, that's convenient. There you go. All right, you have hurt this thing. It's looking injured, but it's still like raring to go.
It seems my magic isn't powerful enough to stop this.
And
Phantom?
yeah, are you gonna slowly move 10 feet?
I'm gonna slowly run.
This really is a nightmare sequence.
Yeah.
running slow, a guy chasing you down a hall.
Yeah, just close your eyes and you'll wake up.
That's why you should have stayed at home.
Phantom, it's your turn.
What do you want anyway? He's gonna slowly Because it's way out of his range, right?
Yeah, you're down. You're still hit by the spell, but you can't really see what's going on.
Okay. He's gonna kind of wait where he is for a second because he doesn't want to abandon Henry.
Okay.
But yeah, he's gonna call it, asking what it wants.
And you hear a female voice say, "Not you."
Yeah. Yeah, Phantom's just waiting because, again, he doesn't want to abandon Henry.
All right. Let's hit Henry with another psychic attack. Give me a wisdom saving throw, Henry. $13. That does not make it.
Uh-oh.
5, 9, 14, 15. That'll be 17 points of psychic damage, and you were flung down the stairs.
Oh, God. Oh, we're back to where we started, huh? We're back to where we started. Oh!
It is your turn now, Henry. You're on the
Okay.
ground.
Okay.
What's funny is you're technically prone right now, so when you get up, you can only move 5 feet.
Oh.
So by this point in time, he and Phantom are probably next to each other.
Yeah, you can see Phantom now.
Okay. Okay.
Man, my desire to metagame is strong.
Inkiaidama!
Another
With a third level slot, the second third level slot that I'm gonna use, which means I'm using up all my third level slots.
So that's a saving throw for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's 15.
Oh no.
What? So that's half damage again?
Yeah. But this time it's 4d8. What is it? Yeah, 4d8. Oh no, it's
He
6
dealt the
again.
same amount.
It's 6 again.
Okay.
And that's another explosion.
Yeah. We will go to Phantom then. You could see, like, Henry just tumbled down the stairs, and this thing kind of, floating towards him.
Can Phantom pull Henry to his feet?
Also, you have to use your movement to get to him, but you could do that.
No, they're right next to each other.
Oh, yeah, you stopped at the bottom of the stairs. Yeah, you can pull him to his feet. I'll say that's a free action.
Alright, I will do so. Who are you? Gonna start kind of slowly backing away.
It doesn't respond. Actually, it does respond. It says, "This does not concern you."
If you're trying to hurt one of my friends, it does concern me.
And it also concerns me. And then you see a fireball, like, shoot towards this thing. And it misses.
Oh gosh darn it.
Okay, that wasn't eloquent.
Well, so much for that dramatic entrance.
Yeah.
Well, at least he didn't walk in and throw a fireball at you.
Yeah.
More led us to believe, huh? For now.
Okay, so that missed. And you could see your friend Audric's here, Henry. Let's get him in there.
Oh, great.
But he failed his dramatic entrance, so we're
That's amazing. I'm going to die.
This figure's gonna try and psychic you again. Do another wisdom saving throw. That's 12 psychic damage headed your way. You're probably knocked out.
I'm dead. Oh boy!
You're not dead. You're
That's
just
negative 10 damage. I'm dead.
you're just making saving throws. All right. So
dead.
Henry's brain blasted, and he looks knocked out. Like a little bit of blood comes out of his nose, maybe.
I want you to know that you brought this on yourself.
His tongue's sticking out.
Henry, make a saving throw.
Yeah, a death save, which is just a D10.
No, it's a
D20.
D2. Yeah, D20.
Just straight D10. Straight D20. Oh yeah, because the
10 or higher.
10 or higher. Yeah, that's what I thought. D10. Ah, yes.
One pass.
There's one pass.
One success.
Okay. We go to Phantom then.
Feeling lucky.
This kind of grizzled-looking Charmeleon is here. Seems like he's on your side.
Phantom is going to place himself between Henry and this cloaked figure. You stay away from him.
Are you going to attack or just kind of
Is it within range?
No. You'd have to go up the stairs.
Isn't it? Because it's been, Henry's been knocked, like, massively down.
Yeah, it's hitting him with ranged attacks.
Oh, yeah. Okay, frick, no.
Yeah, you're not here. Go away, Lucius.
I need to medicate.
I need to mitigate the dark side.
I'm going to avoid medication.
Yeah. All right. So, do you want to do anything, Phantom?
And I don't want to put myself in too much danger here.
All right.
So, especially with an ally potentially around, I kind of think I want to just cover Henry.
All right. So just like protect them with your body, maybe block those psychic attacks.
Yeah.
Soak them. All right. Okay, our friend is gonna try another, maybe not failing fire attack on this thing. Ah, there you go. There's a nice healthy 18. That will be 15 damage. At this point, this thing is looking kind of hurt. But, because of the fire, some of the cloak burns off. And this figure kind of like throws it off a bit. And it reveals what kind of Pokemon it is. And it is a Meowstic. A female Meowstic.
Oh no.
Is it Erebus?
Well, Phantom has not met.
Nyx was the female one.
Phantom hasn't met those two, so he doesn't really know. And
And that would
Henry's
be Nyx, not Erebus.
and Henry's unconscious. But this particular Meowstic, you notice, Henry, seems like it has hate in her eyes, glaring at Henry. Glaring at this Charmeleon that showed up. And it was just his turn, so it goes to her turn. and she says, "Why are you protecting him?" And
Generally, I don't trust people who want to go around killing others. I assume that you don't have anyone's interests at heart.
she seemed to be not even looking at you. She seemed to be looking at your friend. And then she disengages and floats away back upstairs. And I think that's where we'll leave things off. Yeah. Okay.
Well, that happened.
Yeah. I wonder what's for dinner.
I'm so hungry, I could eat an octopus.
It's more like
You're not
Tango in the Tower.
Do I do another death save?
You can, yeah. Or we can end one on another death save. Yeah, that's another pass. So you're almost stabilized.
Almost.
Yeah. All right, yeah, that was fun.
Tune in next time on Dragon Ball
AF. Because it'll be April. Wait, is it going to be April 1st next time? No, April 1st is on a Wednesday.
3rd.
Yeah. All right, well, it'll be April in any case. Yeah. It's funny because I kind of wanted Henry to be alive to witness if that was who you thought what that was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
I mean, there's 2 chances to stabilize him next turn, so.
yeah. Well, even if they stabilize him, he's still unconscious.
Oh yeah.
He only gets up if it's a 20. But in any case, I hope you had fun, everyone. Perhaps next time we will be exploring a dungeon and saving Henry's life. Well, I guess we'll see you next time. Bye.
Naughty Nata.
See ya.
Woo!